Deuteronomy 2, the long journey and the Lord's care. Moses continued speaking to all Israel, recounting how the Lord guided them after they turned back from Kadesh Barnea. At the Lord's command, they traveled around the hill country of Seir for many years. Then the Lord said that they had gone around that mountain long enough and instructed them to turn north. The Lord told the people that they were about to pass through the territory of their relatives, the descendants of Esau, who lived in Seir. They were warned to be careful and not provoke them to battle. The Lord said he had given Mount Seir to Esau as his possession, and that Israel was not to take even a foot of their land. Israel was instructed to pay for food and water and pass through peacefully. So the Israelites traveled through the wilderness, away from the Arabah road as the Lord directed, and the descendants of Esau did not oppose them. The Lord then told Israel that they would pass near Moab, the descendants of Lot. Again, the Lord commanded them not to harass or provoke Moab, because he had given Ar to the descendants of Lot as their possession. Moses reminded the people that the land had previously been occupied by other peoples, but the Lord had given it to those he chose, just as he was now giving land to Israel. Moses explained that 38 years had passed from the time Israel left Kadesh Barnea until they crossed the Zered Valley. During that time, the entire generation of fighting men had died, just as the Lord had sworn because of their unbelief. Only when that generation was gone did the Lord allow Israel to move forward again. The Lord next instructed Israel concerning the land of the Ammonites, also descendants of Lot. Once again they were not to provoke or fight them, for the Lord had given their land as an inheritance. This repeated instruction showed that the Lord is the giver of land and boundaries to all nations. Then the Lord told Israel to rise up and cross the Arnon Gorge. He said that he had given Sihon, king of Heshbon, and his land into Israel's hands, and commanded them to begin taking possession. Moses sent messengers to Sihon with a peaceful request to pass through his land, promising not to turn aside or take anything without payment. But Sihon refused and came out against Israel. The Lord hardened Sihon's spirit, delivering him into Israel's hands. Israel defeated Sihon and took possession of his land, capturing his towns from Aroer along the Arnon to Gilead. Not one city was too strong for them. The Lord gave everything into their hands. Deuteronomy 2 shows that God was guiding Israel even during the long years that felt unproductive. The wandering was not aimless. The waiting was not wasted. The Lord set boundaries, protected other nations, removed a faithless generation, and then led his people forward at the right time. This chapter reminds us that God governs nations, keeps his promises, and moves his people forward when the time is complete. Next comes Deuteronomy 3, where Moses recounts the defeat of Og, king of Bashan, and the allocation of land east of the Jordan.